continuous tender service. Tenders operate on a continuous service back to the ship and no tickets are required for your return journey. So last tender from the shore will leave at 3:30 this afternoon, whereupon Grand Princess will then sail shortly afterwards for Port Everglades. Ladies and gents, I wish you a very enjoyable stay here in Princess Cays.
It's October 24, 2010, and our ship anchored offshore. We had to take a tender to get ashore. Several of these boats from the starboard and port sides of the ship were lowered down to transport most of the passengers and some crew members to the island. Princess Cays is located in the Bahamas, in the southern portion of the island of Eleuthera. Eleuthera is often described as the most beautiful and scenic of the islands of the Bahamas, 100 miles long and averaging 2 miles wide. Our group was gathered together as soon as we disembarked the tender boats. I could feel everyone's excitement to what we were about to see and taste shortly after boarding the bus.
Going on this morning is a 4-hour tour to some of the towns we call settlements on the southern end of this island called Eleuthera. Now we know this is a strange sounding name, but the name was given to the island by a group of religious freedom seekers who came here in 1648 from Bermuda. The word Eleuthera, or the original name for this island, was Sigatu.
We were handed copies of the island's map to show where we were.
Lots of sights and scenes of interest on our island.
And our first encounters were the ruins of the plantation.
Plantation to the people of this settlement. It is also worth mentioning
The Green Castle Primary School.
Because today is Sunday, we won't be having a school visit, but if you look on the left side, you're going to see the Green Castle Primary School.
And a few small houses.
Offering school. And on to grade 1, I believe.
Our first stop was to pick up some palm leaves. As part of the tour, Nico made us busy learning how to braid. It was a bit tough, and I found it hard to concentrate while at the same time trying to enjoy the view around us. So I did not go very far in making the braid right.
But folks, we are now at the commercial center of Eleuthera, the settlement of Rocktown, once called Newport.
The water was crystal clear. This would have been a nice place to swim and snorkel, but we weren't here for that. Some of us took time to walk around looking for shells, take pictures, or smell the fresh tropical air. Others continued solving the puzzle of how to braid the palm leaves.
I could have done hospital in the bus today. Did I say that?
You got it.
Back on the bus, it was again like a happy family. I gave up braiding, but Nico never did. She was very patient as I just watched her braid away with the guys behind me.
The right goes in the front and behind.
Soon we all forgot about the braiding as we made a stop at the 4 Points Marina village for a restroom break. Lunch wasn't ready, but we had time to look around for pictures and drinks for some.
Welcome to the legendary Rocktown Ocean Hole once again. Watch your step. And you can watch the fish, or we have Ali here with coconut. Coconut jelly coconut.
Our next stop is one of nature's wonders, the Rock Sound Ocean Hole, where we spent a few minutes feeding different kinds of fish and watching them swim around. The ocean holds water is salty, and the bottom is yet to be found.
He really jumped to get that piece.
Really hungry, huh?
I guess.
The good thing was it just made a stop here. Because I was going to make this a walking tour. How is everyone doing?
For the walking tour, we gathered in front of the island's government administration building to learn that the national flower is yellow elder and a bit of history of the Bahamas.
Our national general is the Queen representative for the nation, which was a former British colony until July the 10th, 1973, when the Bahamas became an independent nation.
Until we were interrupted by the loud singing coming from the little church nearby. Behind the administration building is the police station and jailhouse. A policeman on duty gladly took and answered some questions.
We can hold probably about 25 at a time. More if we have to. What is the speed limit? Speed limit? Yes, ma'am. It's 15 miles in the settlement.
The Bahamian police are identified by numbers only, as we noticed. It was also an opportunity for photo ops.
The largest shopping complex here on the island.
Past the largest shopping complex on the island is the airport. And in a few minutes, we arrived at Tarpum Bay Park and got off the bus for about 10 minutes of picture taking. This is the seaside St. Columba Church, which dates back to the 1800s. Some freshly caught fish were ready for the market.
On the island, and today is referred to as the pineapple house. Now, do we have
Back on the bus, we learned that the universal symbol for hospitality is the pineapple. We returned to the 4 Points Marina Village restaurant for an authentic native lunch. Yummy and tasty, and really made me hungry just looking at it.
You can't pour another one on that? Since there's 20 there, I would.
Taste of Eleuthera. We've given you a taste already in terms of the food you just had, but we're going to give you just a little more sampling of an island flavor that you cannot, we will not let you leave this island without having. And this is one of our most favorite things to eat here in Eleuthera and in the Bahamas. It's conch salad, C-O-N-C-H.
After lunch, we watched a demonstration of how conch salad is made. It is prepared by extracting the conch meat from the shell, cleaned it up, chopped it, and then mixed it up with tomatoes, onions, and others. Most of us tried a cup of it. I thought it was delicious. In a few minutes, we were entertained with Junkanoo, the Bahamian tradition which incorporates music, costumes, and dances. They invited us to join the party. Whether we can dance or not, it didn't matter. We were there to party and enjoy it all. It was a lot of fun watching them.
All right.
We continue today. One person goes into the center, performs the dance, chooses someone else who will come in and also dance. Ring please. There you go. Show me your motion. There you go.
On the way back, we passed by the house of the pride of Eleuthera, Christopher Brown, a native born and raised on the island, and a track and field Olympic silver medalist. On this day, I came along and discovered the island of Eleuthera on a sightseeing tour in a land that time has almost forgotten. It was a great tour in the end, and I got a great taste of Eleuthera. Finally, back at the dock, again people started to get in line for the tender boat embarkation that took us back to board the ship.
Captain speaking once again from the bridge, and welcome back on board. And obviously I hope you've enjoyed yourself here on our little island of Princess Cays. The route this evening will be following the eastern shoreline of Eleuthera, taking a northerly course, and then swinging round to the west through the New Providence Channel. That'll take us into the Florida Strait, and then a series of northerly courses will take us up towards Port Everglades, and should have you all alongside back where we started in Port Everglades for 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Ladies and gents, I hope you have a great evening on board Grand Princess with us.